One of the biggest weaknesses that a human being has is his own thoughts. Unfortunately, that is actually also our biggest strength. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you're doing really, really well. I welcome you to my channel where I share all about art, healing, and spirituality. Today I want to share two names of Allah that have really helped me come out of dark spaces and reminded me who I am to my Allah and who He is to me. Ya Mani and Ya Muti. Ya Mani helps you to not give in to the negative thoughts which we inevitably come into our mind. They are there because we've gone through a certain past and they keep coming back, and we have to really make a conscious effort of pushing them away from us. And it's not always easy. Now imagine you have this room that you are cleaning and you're wiping a space on the floor with a fabric. But there are some stains that are really, really stuck and can't be removed by just the fabric itself. You put a little bit of water, but that doesn't help either. So you have to go and get a stronger spray that you apply on that dirt, on that thing that's stuck on the floor to remove it. Right? That's the kind of thoughts that get embedded in our subconscious mind, and they go on looping, making us think about all the negative scenarios of what could happen and why am I the way I am, and all these sort of doubts that sort of come up in our human brain. And this is not because you're flawed or there's something wrong with you and me. This is something that is a natural part of our hardware. And the more we get to know ourselves, the more we get to know our Creator. And we understand that He placed these doubts or the mind to go into these doubts because He wants us to make our mind stronger and come out of those doubts connected to His names and His teachings and His books through His messenger. And when we connect to His way of life, how He guides us, we are able to move through life more balanced, in a more, in a more gratitude kind of way. So when we think of that spray that we need to sometimes remove that thing that's stuck in our heads, that powerful spray, I want you to imagine that Ya Mani is that spray, which is so powerful that it will remove all of the negative thoughts that keep looping in your heads. You know, like the doubts, am I good enough? Am I a good mother? Am I doing this right? Am I doing that wrong? You know, the work I'm doing, is it fulfilling? Whatever, like so many questions, like I'm a failure. This is going to happen again. Why is my life like this? How did other people make through it? Why am I not getting through? What is my purpose? All of these like things that come into your brain and keep looping around. Ya Mani helps you to not only stop going into your negative thoughts, but what it also does is it gives you the ability to hold back from further engaging in anything that could be a reaction of your negative thoughts. What I mean by that is that when you have a negative thought, like for example, you have a doubt about something, that you are not good enough and you're not able to do anything on the planet, and what is my purpose anyway? I'm a horrible mother, I'm a terrible friend, I'm a terrible sister, whatever it is that you are doubting yourself for. In that moment, Ya Mani says to us that I'm going to first stop. It's going to come as a spray and it's going to stop you thinking on all those doubts. And what it does is it also stops you from taking any action based on those negative thoughts. And it's such a powerful name, Alhamdulillah, that Allah has given us, that not only He removes the thoughts from our brain, but also removes them in a way that there is no memory of it, so that we're not able to take any actions based on those doubts. Like, if I'm not good enough, then what's the point of me doing anything? So I'm not going to do anything and just sit back and just, that's my behavior. That's what I get affected and unmotivated because I'm not good enough, right? So Ya Mani helps us not only to remove those doubts from our mind and from our heart, and it's like a really, really strongest spray that you can ever find to wash those stuck doubts and thoughts and negativity in your being, and it also helps you to not act based on those negative thoughts. Now that is Ya Mani for us, and I just wanted to make these little videos where I can share what I have learned through the names of Allah and how they've helped me get through life, and face the world when you have nothing and nobody. Who do you turn to? You turn to Allah. And Allah is the only one who can guide our hearts out of any situation. And when we think about being, in life, we're all somewhere, sometime, in some kind of situation where we're like, why am I here? What is this happening? Why is this happening to me? All these sort of questions come to our mind, and it's so important for us to remember that Allah has a bigger plan for us, and no matter what it is, it's going to be the best one. Hasbunallahi wa ni'mal wakeel. Only He is the one I trust, and He is the one who's going to get me through anything, and have that certainty in Him. So I hope you feel a little bit closer to Ya Mani, and it helps you ground yourself, come back home into your being, and protect yourself, like create a fort around you of Ya Mani's light. The spray, when you spray Ya Mani on you, within you, He creates like a wall, like a fort, like a castle, and inside the castle there's only white light, and you and your Allah, and you're protected from your own selves. I really, really, really hope that when you do the zikr of this name, you feel the power inside of yourself and outside in any kind of situation, that you are protected from doing anything negative that will cause anybody or yourself any kind of pain. Because you see, the negativity within us has to be contained, has to be transformed, has to be dealt with, has to be transmuted into a different energy. Because if we keep staying negative in our own selves, that's what we're going to be giving our children, the next generation, our parents, our sisters, our friends, our siblings, whatever. And so we have to really, really work hard on purifying ourselves, and this is a great name to do that. Ya Mani. Usually they say that you connect it with Ya Muti, which I will share in the next video, but you're most welcome to join my live sessions, which I run on Friday, or you could become your own healer by connecting to my sessions on Patreon. Each name, I have broken it down through an art activity, which you can do or not do, that's totally up to you, which will help you make sense of what the name is and dive deeper into the essence of the name itself, and be guided closer to Allah through those exercises. And they're so powerful, and I don't just say that because they've made a difference in my life, but I know for a fact that they've helped and held and healed and guided, protected and provided to many souls that have openly tried to receive Allah's gift through this medium of art. So if that's what you feel you're ready to do, connect to Allah through your creativity, I invite you to join my Patreon. The link is down below, or you can follow me on Instagram, where I share and upload my art, and also inspirational little reels which can help you on your journey towards your Allah, inshallah ta'ala. If you enjoyed this video and liked it, please do share it with others to expand Allah's light into many, many hearts and connect Allah's name, Ya Mani, to more people so that they can also feel home in themselves with their Allah, inshallah. Take care, and inshallah I'll speak to you soon. Allah Hafiz for today.